Oh, no. Now I have glue all over my skirt.
Mrs. Lee, isn't it time for the week of prayer assembly?
Assembly? Almost, Lana. Oh, how do I get glue out of my skirt?
Well, let's get planting.
Okay, here, you do the lettuce seeds.
Wow, these lettuce seeds are tinier than I thought they'd be.
Gadget, what's the matter? Oh, I see the hat.
Hello, George.
I'm Miss Jean. Join me on a trip to Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. Join me for today's expedition in Discovery Mountain. In our last episode, Mr. Simon discovered that Jeanette Jones, better known as Madam Manager, is running for city manager in the town's elections. Will Madam Manager really run Discovery Mountain? Well, she tried to destroy the summer camp last year. Can she really have changed enough that she could be trusted to run the town? Well, it's week of prayer time at the Discovery Mountain Academy, but everyone seems distracted by the election, by spring cleaning, the big algebra test, and a lot of other things too. Will anyone be listening to Jake's message about the parable of the sower, the story that Jesus told, or will his words fall by the wayside? Well, here's today's episode called The Wayside. It's episode 2 in our story series called The Seeds of Change.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 half-used glue bottles? What are these doing on the shelf with the puzzles? Ick, in the trash they go.
Mrs. Lee?
Yes, Lana? Oh, no. Now I have glue all over my skirt.
Mrs. Lee, isn't it time for the week of prayer assembly?
Assembly? Almost, Lana. Oh, how do I get glue out of my skirt?
Try using a wet rag before it dries and it should wash right off. It's washable glue.
Oh, let's try that. Oh, you're right, Lana. All better. Now, class, it's almost time for the week of prayer assembly. Keep reading, and I just want to finish cleaning out one more shelf in the closet.
Mrs. Lee, is the classroom clock set to the right time?
Let's see here. A whole shelf full of yarn? Oh, and it's all tangled up together. This closet needs more than a spring cleaning. It needs an overhaul.
Mrs. Lee!
Oh, Lana, yes, what is it?
Is the classroom clock set to the right time?
Let's see. Yes.
Then isn't it time for the week of prayer assembly?
Oh, good idea, Lana. I can give away some of the stickers to the kids during the assembly. That'll clear up the middle shelf for...
Hello? Mrs. Lee?
Oh, in here, Kayla.
Reader sent me to tell you that your class is late for the week of prayer assembly.
I told you.
All right, thank you, Kayla. And yes, sorry, Lana, you were correct. Class, line up at the door.
Mrs. Lee, can you look at my answer to this polynomial equation? Jamie got a different answer, and I think she's using a different theorem.
Kayla, what are you talking about?
Algebra. We have a huge algebra test tomorrow, and I have to get a good grade on this one. It's my only hope of pulling up my GPA.
Well, why don't you ask your algebra teacher for help, Kayla? I teach 1st and 2nd grade. Mercifully, I haven't had to think about algebra since college.
I would ask her, but she's in the week of prayer assembly.
Which is where we're supposed to be.
Yes, let's go. I can hand out my stickers.
I wonder if Jamie added the 3 before she divided by...
Come on, everyone, let's go to the gym.
Jesus told the story of the sower. Not a sower like someone sewing a dress, but sowing or planting seeds.
Class, there's room right there at the back behind Mr. Graham's class. Shh, go quietly.
The farmer went out into his field to sow or plant the seeds.
Jamie, do you want some stickers?
Stickers?
Yes, I'm spring cleaning.
Oh, I've never said no to a sticker in my life. Yeah, thanks.
Here, pass one over to Tyler.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Okay.
Amanda, where were you? Did you forget about assembly?
Did you know that Jesus told this story to a large crowd beside the Sea of Galilee?
I was spring cleaning.
Easy to lose track of time. Hey, are those stickers?
Beside the crowd were the farmers' fields.
Yeah, you want some?
Yeah, of course. Thanks.
Now, the farmer might have been sowing his seeds right as Jesus told this parable.
Jamie, show me your work on the polynomial equation.
During week of prayer assembly?
The test is tomorrow and I have to get a good grade.
Okay, here, look.
Guys, I'm trying to listen to Jake.
Sorry, Wyatt.
I wonder what the farmer in Jesus' time was planning. Maybe wheat?
Jamie, can you see Devin or Brody? They left for the bathroom and haven't come back.
I don't see them. Kayla?
I can't see them either.
I better go look. Excuse me.
The seed in Jesus' story represents God's word. Who remembers that from yesterday?
I do. I remember.
Me too.
I've got 2 students that remember. Okay, well, let's continue. The parable of the sower is found in Luke chapter 8.
Judah, how's your garden?
My mom's going to start planting it today.
I can't wait to see all the recipes your mom dreams up with a whole garden full of ideas.
I know, she's really creative. When she's not blowing stuff up.
Did she tell you about the baked potatoes yesterday?
Yeah. Shh. Sorry, Wyatt.
Luke 8, verse 5 says, a sower went out to sow his seed, and as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trampled down, and the birds of the air devoured it.
Jamie, you moved the X to the other side before you added the 5. Your answer is wrong. Mine was right.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so gonna fail this test.
Now, some of the seeds that the farmer sowed fell on the wayside, or the footpath.
Hey, you guys, don't forget to tell your parents to vote. The election is in 3 days.
Caleb, why are you helping Madam Manager run for city manager?
Wait, Madam Manager's running for city manager?
The seed that fell on the wayside didn't grow because the ground didn't receive it.
Caleb, why are you helping her?
She promised to mentor me. I'm gonna run for office when I'm 18.
The birds swooped in and ate the seeds that fell on the wayside.
That's it, everyone. Stop talking and ignoring Jake.
I don't think anyone's listening to me. Come on. Hello? Anyone out there? Is anyone listening? Guys, hello? Anyone?
Oh man, poor Jake.
Goodbye, Mrs. Zimmerman. Thank you for shopping at Trekkers. Gadget, what's the matter? Oh, I see the hat.
Hello, George.
Jeanette Jones. Let me guess. You're not here to talk about your lemonade sales.
Lemonade sales? Oh, no. That was step 1 of my plan.
And is running for city manager of Discovery Mountain step 2?
No. That's step 20.
Step 20?
Yes. First, I had to convince you to let me stay in this town and sell my lemonade.
Yes, I was suspicious, but you seem to have changed. And the lemonade is just so good.
It's probably the best lemonade anywhere.
You do have a head for business, but do you mean to tell me that you've been here in Discovery Mountain not just to sell lemonade?
Oh, George, you silly man. I've been working towards this moment for nearly a year. Welcome to step 20.
So, it was all fake? You asking for forgiveness, winning the trust of the town with your delicious lemonade, and pretending to be a new person? I can't believe it.
You can believe it, George. Now I'm running for city manager and will run this town. Who knows? I might just rezone everything. Your little summer camp could be my new hotel and spa after all.
You wouldn't.
And Trekkers. Quaint little store. A nice apartment complex would go very well right here next to Little Lake. Kiss your pretty little life goodbye, George. I've won.
You haven't won the election yet. And besides, no one can elect you to city manager. That position is hired by
the city council. Yes, George, try to keep up, dear. That was step 18. It's all politics. And if the people think they're electing me as city manager, they'll vote me onto the city council.
Well, Jeanette, as Discovery Mountain's mayor...
Now, George, I didn't come here to talk politics.
Oh, well, excuse me, Jeanette. How may I help you?
I need Jacob P. Donovan.
Jake doesn't work here. He's a chaplain up at the academy, and in fact, this week he's speaking at the week of prayer.
A whole week of prayer? What is wrong with the youth of this town that they spend an entire week just praying?
Well, it's not exactly like that. It's a time of spiritual recommitment.
I've always heard that Christianity is for the simple-minded, and you and this town are that.
Now, Jeanette, don't you insult my faith and my town.
George, save your protest for the ballot box. This town will vote for me. You'll see. You can't tell them what to do.
I wouldn't think of it. The people of Discovery Mountain vote freely, without any influence.
Well, please tell Jacob that I need that ride in your old bucket of bolts tomorrow.
You want to go up in Bluebirdie? You didn't even like her, Jeanette.
Please don't remind me. But it's the only plane around, so I'll have to make do.
I'll give Jake the message, but just one question.
Enough with the questions. Tell Jacob I'll be here ready to fly at 3 p.m. sharp. Good day.
Good day? Gadget, did that really just happen? This can't be happening to Discovery Mountain.
Madam Manager is back, and she's trying to become city manager of Discovery Mountain. I know. I can hardly believe that this is happening either. Well, stay with us through this break, and we'll see if this day becomes any easier to explain.
Hi, I'm Grant, and I play Judah here on Discovery Mountain. Did you know that Discovery Mountain is on Instagram? Follow us for behind-the-scenes content on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We'll see you there.
Hi, Mr. Simon here. Have you visited discoverymountain.com yet? Here you'll find behind-the-scenes videos, resources for home or the classroom, and more. We'll see you there. discoverymountain.com.
Hi, Director Doug here. Are you an aspiring voice actor? Do you think that you might be the next Jacob P. Donovan? Contact us for more information at discoverymountain.com.
Madam Manager wants to go up for a ride in Bluebirdie, and everyone, well, almost everyone, ignored Jake during the week of prayer assembly. It's a strange day here in Discovery Mountain. Let's listen and see if the day starts to make any sense.
Jake, wait up.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Lee.
Jake, I owe you an apology. I was late to the week of prayer assembly, and then I was distracted.
Yeah, Tyler gave me one of those stickers you were handing out, but why stickers?
I was cleaning out my classroom closet, and I was still thinking about that. I just wanted to give away the stickers and make room.
So my words fell on the wayside, ignored.
Yes, and I'm sorry. That won't happen again. You have my word.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Lee. I really do appreciate it. Hey, you better get back to class, huh?
Oh, my, class. Yes, thank you, Jake.
Jake.
Kayla, I already told you I don't remember the binomial theorem. I just can't help you with your algebra.
No, that's not it. Jake, I'm sorry.
Jake, there you are.
Jamie, you were looking for me too?
Yeah, I'm sorry I was distracted during assembly. It won't happen again, I promise.
Me too. Sorry, Jake, we gotta go to class.
Okay, bye, Kayla and Jamie. Thanks. I guess that makes me feel a little better.
Jake!
Oh, hey, Mr. Graham. Devin and Brody just went that way. Quick, you can still catch them.
They can wait a minute. Jake, I want to apologize for getting up and down during your assembly. I wasn't listening well, and I'm afraid I distracted the others from listening.
Well, you were just doing your job, Mr. Graham. I get it.
But, Jake, I didn't get to hear your message. God's word fell on the wayside for me, unable to take root, and the birds snatched it away.
Well, at least that's not the end of the parable, you know. His word will always find good ground. Oh, there they go. You should go get them.
On it. Thanks, Jake.
Now, where was I going? Oh yeah, the break room.
Jake, wait up.
And break time will have to wait. Hey, Wyatt! Oh, and Judah and Caleb.
Jake, we want to apologize. We do?
Yeah, sorry, Jake. We weren't really listening in assembly today. We promise it won't happen again.
I was just promoting our town's election, a vital time in our history. Enough about the election?
Yes, enough. I don't want to hear about Madam Manager ever again.
Well, Judah, I'm afraid it's just too late. Way too late.
Mom, I'm home. Mom? Ooh, oatmeal raisin cookies. Don't mind if I do. Oh, and a note. Judah and Gracie, I close the cafe early and I'm outside in the garden. Love, Mom. Mom? Mom? Oh, there you are.
Hi, Judah. Did you find the cookies I baked for you?
Oh, yeah. I left 2 for Gracie.
Oh, she took hers to eat as she walked to her flute lesson.
Ooh, good. 2 more for me. Wow, the garden is looking more like a real garden.
Right? I finally finished weeding around the south edge. I have everything mapped out. The lettuce will go in that corner, and the radishes will be next to them.
Radishes?
Yes, they're great in a salad.
Well, you might be alone in that opinion, but hey, it's your garden.
Exactly. And the pumpkin seeds will go along the north edge. They'll take the longest to grow.
Well, let's get planting.
Everything's ready. I'm just a little nervous.
Nervous about what?
Oh, I don't know. I just don't want to mess anything up. I want the seeds to really grow into vegetables.
Well, they aren't going to grow into anything if we don't plant them.
You're right. Okay, here. You do the lettuce seeds. See, I made nice little rows, so just sprinkle the seeds in each row and then gently pat the soil down on top.
Okay. Wow, these lettuce seeds are tinier than I thought they'd be.
Look at the radish seeds.
Whoa, they're super tiny. I can't believe that a whole plant will grow out of these itty-bitty seeds.
I know. Careful where you step, Judah. I made walking paths between the rows, so stay on the path.
Oh, the Wayside.
The what?
Oh, well, at our Week of Prayer assembly, Jake is telling a story Jesus told about a farmer sowing his seeds.
Well, careful you don't spill those lettuce seeds. I only have 2 packages.
I'll be careful. So I was saying about the Wayside.
Oh, dear. Just as I said that, I spilled the radish seeds.
All of them?
No, just about half a package, though, and right on the walking path.
The Wayside.
Well, I suppose that'll be fewer radishes for the rest of you, and more for me. Next, pumpkin seeds.
Lettuce seeds are done. I'll move on to the carrots.
Oh, good. They go in the corner up by the rose bushes.
These seeds are tiny, too. God, it's just so good to create carrots out of these little things. Hey, Mom, I was telling you about the Week of Prayer.
Gross.
What is it?
It's a worm.
Mom, the soil needs worms. They're good for it.
Yes, I know, but it just wriggled right out of the dirt, and I didn't even see it there until I almost touched it.
Why don't we take a little break and finish planting later? There's still 2 oatmeal cookies.
Well, I could use a break, and oatmeal raisin cookies are my favorite.
I know. Come on, Mom. Maybe I can tell you about the Week of Prayer, finally.
All right, Judah. Let's go inside.
Miss Michelle seems to be too worried about the garden to listen to what Judah is telling her about the Week of Prayer. Will he have a chance to talk to her now? And what will Mr. Simon do about Madam Manager wanting to go up in Blue Birdie? Well, stay with us through this break and we'll be back with the conclusion of The Wayside.
Hey, it's Sean Boonstra, Speaker Director of The Voice of Prophecy, the ministry that brings you this program. Has Discovery Mountain been an encouragement to the children in your life? Weekly Discovery Mountain episodes are made possible through the generosity of our supporters. Would you like to join us as a supporter? Find out how you can receive a Discovery Mountain t-shirt as a thank you gift. Call us at 1-877-566-7365 today. That's 877-566-7365.
Madam Manager is running for city manager, and she wants to go for a ride in Blue Birdie tomorrow. This has been a confusing day. Will Mr. Simon remember to give Jake the message? Let's listen and find out.
Jake, how did your Week of Prayer talk go today?
Oh, Mr. Simon, it was horrible. No one was listening. Well, I guess except for maybe Wyatt. He did ask a few good questions after.
I'm glad that Wyatt was listening. It sounds like for everyone else, your lessons fell by the wayside.
Oh, yeah, like in the parable. That's exactly how it felt, Mr. Simon.
Well, you'll never guess who visited me here in the store.
Madam Manager?
How did you guess?
Well, Caleb did put her posters all over the academy. I can't walk 3 feet without seeing her name.
You know, she can't actually run for city manager, right?
Really? Well, she seems to think she can.
She can only run for city councilor. The manager, if we needed one, would be hired by the city council.
Oh, well, it looks like she's skipped that step.
Yes, well, she's all about steps. Up to 20 of them, apparently.
Mr. Simon, she won't try to take over the town for real, will she?
I wouldn't put it past her. Jeanette is a natural-born leader. She just needs something to be in charge of. I just don't want it to be my town.
So all of her talk about changing and being a new person was fake?
Yes, she claims it was, but you know, I wasn't born yesterday.
I know. You were born like 100 yesterdays.
Jake, that isn't nice.
I know. Sorry, Mr. Simon. I just couldn't resist. So, all of Madam Manager's talk, you're saying about changing and being a new person was actually fake?
Yeah, it appears so, but I'm still hopeful that her heart will change. You know, I've known Jeanette for a really long time. I really believe that she can change if she lets God work on her heart. I started to see small changes already. It's why I forgave her and asked her to sell her lemonade here in the store.
Huh. Well, I still don't like the idea of her being in charge of the town.
No, neither do I, but I just haven't figured out what to do yet. There must be a solution. God will give me one. Well, maybe I'm going to make a phone call.
Well, while you think of your solution, Mr. Simon, I'm going to go solve my hunger pains at Miss Michelle's cafe. Bye, Mr. Simon.
Bye, Jake. Oh, wait. Wasn't I supposed to tell Jake something? Oh, now what was it? It'll come to me.
Oh, I wonder what kind of soup Miss Michelle has today. Corn chowder or tomato? Or maybe curried lentil again. That was so good. Oh, there sure are a lot of birds. Where'd they all come from? Oh, the door's locked. Miss Michelle! Judah!
Oh, I'm sorry, Jake. Look at all those birds. How beautiful. Where did they all come from?
Well, I was just wondering the same thing myself.
Please come in.
So, what kind of soup do you have today?
Well, no soup today. I closed the cafe this afternoon for a few hours. I was working on other things.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
I can make you a nice avocado and tomato sandwich. I know you like those.
Oh, will you make it with the organic sprouted bread?
Of course. Come on in and take a seat at the counter. It'll just take me a minute to make your sandwich.
So, why'd you close the cafe early, Miss Michelle?
Oh, I'm working on the garden out back.
Oh, right. Judah told me about that. How's it going?
Well, it took forever to pull out all the weeds and dig all the trenches.
The seeds?
Yes, Judah and I finally planted them this afternoon. We're growing lettuce and radishes and carrots.
Oh, no, Miss Michelle, grab your broom, hurry.
What is it, Jake?
The birds, they're going to eat your seeds.
Birds? Seeds? Oh, Jake, you're right. Follow me.
Shoot, go.
Shoo birds, get your own garden.
Oh, they're gone. Is your garden okay?
Let's see. Well, everything seems all right. Oh.
Well, what is it?
The birds only got the radish seeds that I spilled on the pathway. The rest were protected under a layer of soil.
Oh, the Wayside.
Yes, Judah mentioned that too.
Well, I'm glad some of the seed was safe in the soil. Oh, let's hope the rest of my week of prayer goes as well.
Jake!
Oh, it's Mr. Simon.
Oh, I'll have to tell him we don't have any soup. Sorry to disappoint the town mayor.
Jake! Oh, sorry to interrupt you, Miss Michelle.
Oh, that's all right.
Jake, I forgot to tell you something earlier.
Oh, what is it, Mr. Simon?
Jeanette wanted me to ask you if you would take her up in Bluebirdie tomorrow.
What? Me take Madam Manager and Bluebirdie? Oh, no. She doesn't even like her.
I know, but she wants to go at 3 p.m. sharp.
Well, I don't have to do it. Do I?
Just meet us at Bluebirdie at 3 p.m., Jake. I think I have a solution to the Madam Manager situation at last.
This should be interesting.
Well, I agree with Miss Michelle. This should be interesting. Just what does Mr. Simon have in mind? Will he finally get rid of Madam Manager, or does he have something else in mind? Well, I'm sorry that Jake's talk at the Week of Prayer Assembly didn't have very many listening ears. I sure hope that tomorrow goes better for him. Well, the parable of the sower shows us how we can exercise our faith. God's word will help our faith to grow, but first it has to land in good soil. And like the parable and like the spilled radish seeds, the seed that lands on a trampled down path or the wayside, it doesn't get planted. When we choose not to hear God's word, it can be snatched away and it never has a chance to grow our faith either. Well, thankfully, all that the birds in Discovery Mountain managed to steal away were a few spilled radish seeds. The rest are safe under the soil. Now, I wonder what Wyatt talked to Jake about. It sounds like he's exercising his faith. And just what is Mr. Simon's plan for the Madam Manager situation? Well, you'll have to join us again next time for episode 3 of this 6-part story series called The Seeds of Change. See you then.
Hello everyone, Director Doug here again, and in today's episode, Miss Michelle planted the seeds in her garden. Do you like to garden? I do, and each year my wife and I plant a big garden. This year we grew tomatoes, cucumbers, little cherry tomatoes, green beans, and kale, lots of kale. We make green smoothies out of those. Last year we grew 50 tomato plants, and we canned 200 quarts of tomatoes. We had a tremendous yield. Gardens are a lot of work with planting the seeds and weeding and watering, but hey, they're worth the time and effort. We love eating our homegrown stewed tomatoes all year round. Are you planting a garden this spring? What are your favorite veggies or flowers to grow? Take a picture or draw us a picture of your garden and then send it to us at the contact area of the website discoverymountain.com. I can't wait to see it.
I'm Miss Jean, and you've been listening to Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. To listen to other episodes and to send us a message, visit us at discoverymountain.com or write to us at Discovery Mountain, P.O. Box 999, Loveland, Colorado, 80539. And in Canada, write to Box 2127, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, L1H7V4. This is a production of The Voice of Prophecy. Join us again next time here at Discovery Mountain, where every day is an exercise in faith. The Wayside was written by Jean Boonstra and Natalie Barton and post-produced in Ontario, Canada by Douglas Bruce and Danny Columbi.